Yo, Sideline Story Podcast, episode 3. Title this the James Harden Saga. What's up with it, bro?
Was good, my guy. Was good.
All right, so as we all know, James Harden got traded. It came on the screen wee hours of the night. You know how you when you sleeping, you just wake up to check the phone real quick. I woke up, I saw he got traded. I went right back to sleep. I didn't try to find no trade details. I didn't see what Woj and when Wendy was talking about. It wasn't none of that. Like I don't even think half everybody was even up at the time. So what's your reaction to it?
That was my reaction to it. Like I really didn't care, bro. I went on about my day. I got up, put on my clothes, washed my face, brushed my teeth, went to work, had a great day. My Lakers played that night. I think that was the same day the Lakers played, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Y'all played the that was yeah, I
I
believe
want
so.
to say the Clippers, right? That was yesterday, right?
It was yesterday.
Yeah. So he got traded yesterday, right?
Yeah, like early in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I went on about my day, but I want to say this though. I know we're talking about Harden, but I want to know how Westbrook feels. Like, you are a willing passer. You go to a team that needed a point guard, and they go out their way to get another point guard.
I feel like this can't be good for Westbrook. I feel like it's a decreased role to an extent. We gotta assume that James Harden is gonna be a starter. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
Got to
he's
be.
more.
They gave up a lot for him.
I gave up a lot for him. I feel like he's more of a threat offensively. We all know James Harden is a great passer, but like he still has a small array of moves that he can engage into, especially at the top of the key. You know, he likes to do a lot of dribble pull ups, catch and shoot. You know what I'm saying? But Westbrook is like from a shooting standpoint, it's more of a liability. But I definitely feel like I don't know if this is a hot take. I heard somebody say it though, or the possibility of him. This could be his last team in the league. How you drinking the Kool-Aid on that? How you
You
feel
talking
about
about Harden and Westbrook?
Harden?
Uh, I believe it's all of their last place. They last team in the league. They all Cali kids. They went back home. I don't see them leaving home. All of them. Westbrook, Harden, Kawhi, PG. Westbrook and Harden are literally from LA. Uh, Kawhi and PG are from the outskirts of LA. I don't see them going nowhere. Uh, I mean, they build the arena, I believe, next season. If not next season, the season after.
Yeah,
I
and
think they all take pay cuts. They all lay out towards the end of their career, anyways. They made the money. The money been made. So I think they take pay cuts and they chill. You know, I mean, they don't got no draft picks till shit. Cash is in high school. Like they draft picks is gone. I think they all chilling, man. I ain't gonna lie. I think the only one who go have a who could probably still make some money is Harden. Believe it or not, I think PG and Kawhi, unless they leave. But as far as the Clipper, they could sign some extensions, but it ain't gonna be nothing crazy. I don't see that happening. But I will say this: I'm gonna give you some positive. It's easy to say that the Clippers are the Clippers. I don't see them doing nothing. You know, they are a poverty franchise. Even if they get stars, they don't. The conference finals is probably their peak. I mean, they made the conference finals once since the franchise. I mean, since the organization has been a thing, and that was what 2021. It would be so dope if Kawhi, Paul George, Westbrook, and Harden got rings. I'm not gonna lie, that would be dope. I'm not gonna sit here and cap,
on
and
paper,
I'm not gonna say it's impossible. You said what?
just on paper, it's gonna look crazy though. You,
Yeah,
you should look at it, but we all know the reality of it though.
but I wouldn't be mad at it either. I'm not gonna lie. It just ain't happening. Like, it just ain't happening.
I
I
feel
don't see
like
it happening.
Steve Ballmer got some crazy pockets. He gonna go deep into the luxury tax just to keep maintain everybody because the fact that they finna go into this new Inglewood Arena, you got to have some type of attraction. Him going in with the names is that's enough alone. All
Yeah,
James Harden got to do is kind of coast through the season, show he could be a team player. I'm pretty sure Ballmer he'll compensate him. I don't know what compensation looks like in his case, but I'm pretty sure he'll get an okay number. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? I feel like this team's ceiling. I don't know if they could beat the Nuggets. I don't know if they could beat Phoenix. I feel like it's gonna come down to a matter of health. His first game is gonna be interesting. I think PJ Tucker already played a game, I think he played against
He played against us.
y'all. Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like I don't really know their ceiling right now. I can't really speak to it because it's pretty much health. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
They too small, man. Like even last night, like we still figuring things out. You feel me? But it was so many offensive rebounds we were able to get. It was just we got so many rebounds, period, on offense and defense. Like once the game kind of slowed down and they had to drive and get to the lane, they was switching. Kawhi was switching, and he'd go from Cam Reddish to Christian Woods to LeBron, LeBron to AD. Niggas in trouble. Like, don't get me wrong. Offensively, we got some work to do. But defensively, if we're not playing the Nuggets, niggas are in trouble. I mean that. Like, we got some dogs. And Vanderbilt ain't played a game yet. So
Who?
Vanderbilt.
Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get into the early reaction for the Lakers. We see that Darvingham said LeBron was going to be restricted to what 28, 29 minutes. We already see that's a lot. I seen a couple box scores, 35 minutes, 40. I think he played 40 plus minutes last night. I know the game went in overtime. That played a factor too. But
Yeah.
how you feeling about LeBron? Seemed like he's still carrying the mantle for the most part.
I'm gonna be logical because a lot of people overreact. He's definitely carrying the mantle, and the minute restriction is probably still a thing. But you got to consider the fact that we lost to the defending champions opening night, and then we backdoored and had to play the Suns, who were contenders. We didn't want to go down 0-2, so we did what we had to do to win. This is the mentality I'm only assuming that Darvingham had, so he played LeBron as much as possible. I believe he tried to restrict him that game, but LeBron was like, it ain't happening, my boy. We got to get this win. We don't want to go down 0-2 and then go and play Sacramento Kings. That's another tough game. So I think he played those extra minutes for the simple fact we didn't want to go down 0-2. And then he played against the Clippers because we haven't beat them since 2020 in the bubble. They've beating us 11 times. So those two games were key wins. I know it's early in the regular season, but those games matter. I don't care what nobody say. So going forward, I could see his minutes being restricted. I could see him slowing down a little bit. But if they don't, so be it. But I like our core. I think I'm the only logical Lakers fan that likes the bench, likes the role players. I like everybody. I just think people gotta know their roles and people gotta get acclimated to the offense. Their confidence gotta get built up. And it's a long season. I think we're gonna be good, man. I was on record saying we're gonna win 50 plus games. I'm standing on that.
So speak to me on this. Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura. They both got the extensions this summer. They got the pay. They got the bad. They got paid. What you seeing from them so far this year?
Reeves forgot to play basketball. Like the first 3 games, I feel like he didn't know what he was doing. It's like he forgot how to play the game of basketball. He literally figured it out last night in the third and fourth quarter. He just figured it out. He back. So Reeves is back. His confidence is up. I think he's just been like routed a little bit. I think the pressure kind of been on him, and he ain't been himself. He's been missing a lot of gimmies. The stuff he usually was getting the and ones, they not happening. Teams also zero in on him. He's a part of the scouting report now. That happens. So that too. But I just think it was a confidence thing. But Rui actually got hurt in the Phoenix game, I believe. Or was it the Kings game? One of the games he got hurt, so he ain't played. He missed a game or two. But I think, like I said, it's a long season. I think everybody is going to show up, be the best of the version of themselves. My key takeaways from the players that I've seen so far, I like Gabe Vincent on defense. People got to understand, yes, this is the NBA and you got to put points on the board, but I just like productivity. I've seen that man play great defense on De'Aaron Fox. I've seen him play great defense in multiple games. That's okay with me. He's not scoring like I want him to, but he's playing great defense. He played great defense in the Magic game. So I think everybody gonna be all right. Cam Reddish, I'm high on Cam Reddish. I'm super high on Cam Reddish. I think Cam Reddish may not go crazy scoring wise, but I think he also gonna be a great defender. I seen him lock PG up. I seen him lock Kawhi up on a few possessions. Like those things matter. In order to win championships, you got to have a solid defense, and I think we got that. I think the offense gonna figure itself out. But right now, defensively, I think we straight.
What have you seen from Darvin Ham this season? I know it's super early, but what's some little things that you picked up from him early this season?
Playing Gabe Vincent and Karen Reddish, a lot of people were upset about that. They didn't understand why players like them two were getting minutes over like Rui and Max Christie, and I feel like he sees something in them. Maybe it's in practice, but it paid off. Hey, we beat a team we ain't beat in 11 chances. So, hey, and they had a complete team too. So I don't want to hear no excuses. I know Harden just got there, but they had a complete roster yesterday. They took that L. Take that L. So I think that's it. But I gotta be fair. A LeBron James team is still a LeBron James team. Like, it is what it is. It's only so much coaching you can do.
I do like your team though. I like the way it's constructed, especially from the front court aspect, like the Vanderbilts, the Hachimaros, the Torian Princes, the LeBrons, the Cam Reddishes. I do like the way y'all constructed, but I know it's super early, but I'm gonna be on Rob Pelinka watch for a minute just to see, because if y'all need to pivot, I definitely think y'all got the assets to be able to make a nice pivot, especially at the trade deadline. If it's trade deadline, it's that time looming, and y'all feel like y'all might missing a little something just to take y'all over the top, because y'all might not be confident as far as like competing against the upper echelon teams, like I said, the Denver Nuggets and such like that. So I'm on Pelinka watch just to see. But before we wrap it up, I want to talk to you about I'm hearing a lot of names come up as far as like who may or may not be on the team next season, and I feel like you hear the same names too. So I say in the next 12 to 24 months, give me some notable players that you feel might switch teams.
I got a feeling, and I like my team. I'm not gonna lie, but if this player is available, I pull the trigger, and I think it's a mutual interest. I think the Lakers could swing and get Trae Young. I can see that happening. I can see a package with probably Rui, Austin Reeves, D'Lo, maybe, or just 2 out of 3, some picks, because I don't think Trae Young is happy. And I will say this: a offense with Trae Young, LeBron, and AD would be nasty. Like, the pick and roll, you got a real facilitator. You got somebody that's a threat as a scorer and a threat as a 3-point shooter and a threat as a willing passer. You got AD and you got LeBron. I think that team, I have high confidence in that team being able to beat the Denver Nuggets.
I think that'll be something you would have to watch out how much y'all able to retain, because like the players you name, that's a nice haul. You know what I'm saying? Especially for Trae Young, like Rui, Austin, D'Lo. That's a nice haul. But I feel like if y'all able to retain at least one of those players, I think Austin Reeves might be out.
Yeah.
Maybe like Austin and like D'Lo. If y'all could keep Rui, I think that'll be cool.
I would love to keep Rui, but if it comes at the cost of getting Trae Young, I will pull the trigger, because I have a backup in Rui, Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish got to come on. He got to bring it on.
They got Torian Prince.
Torian Prince too. I'm just saying, I would love to keep Rui. I don't want to give up Rui for nothing, but I would give up Rui for Trae Young. That's it. And I'll be honest, there's no other piece out there that I want other than Trae Young, because I wholeheartedly believe we have everything we need.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got solid. Shooting could be improved. I'm not gonna lie. Shooting could be improved. It could. We can use some better shooters, but like, I'm big on Buddy Hield. I would love Buddy Hield to be a Laker. I ain't gonna lie, but the Pacers,
that'll be dope.
I think they got something. I think Pacers got something this season.
I'm gonna go out east like you did. Joel Embiid. I feel like it could be a situation where he could kind of find himself. I'm not gonna say in a no man's land, but like in a funny spot, because you're watching the players, or not the players, but the organizations like the Milwaukee Bucks. You go out and facilitate a Damian Lillard trade. You watching the Boston Celtics. You find a way to get Kristaps Porzingis. Find a way to get like a Drew Holiday. And the East is very top heavy. And you're looking at these teams, and it's like, okay, I just lost James Harden. A few years ago when Ben Simmons was kind of notable, like, great defensive player, making the All-Star team, It's like I had 2 players kind of quit on me for different reasons, but nevertheless, 2 players quit on me. So it's like I'm kind of finding myself like third fiddle because I can never beat the Celtics, and the Bucks is I don't know now because they got one of the best guards in the game. So I feel like he could probably ask for a trade in the next 12 to 24 months because if you Philly, you can't really. I don't know if you'll be able to sell him on just wait this season. Let's just not throw it away, but like we'll be competitive, but we won't be able to contend for a title because I'm hearing next summer they'll have $50 million in cap space. That sounds like a Siakam, a Paul George, or Klay Thompson, just to name a few of the free agents. But I don't know if wasting the year is going to be appealing to him. And I could see a situation where he could ask out.
Well, one thing I'll say about the Sixers, they've done everything they could to retain Joel Embiid and keep him happy. So this season they're going to make a trade. They will make a big trade. A big splash is coming soon before the trade deadline. Or I can see Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan to the Sixers. They got picks in that Harden trade, so they're going to take one more chance to satisfy Joel Embiid before they completely just say, okay, either they trade him or they let him walk. But they not just go, sit on their hands. They'll make a move trade deadline. I can see something happen. They've done it every season. The Butler trade, the Harden trade, like they've done it every single season. So
they make strides to appease him, and he's in the middle of his prime, so it's not like you got years to waste. It's not like that. So
they'll try it again, and this will be it after this. Then they'll figure out, okay, we can't win with this guy. He's our MVP. He's our all-star. He's done great things for the city, but I think we peaked.
Let me throw one name at you, Klay. Now, sometimes the business of basketball it could be kind of bitter, and I feel like those would be one of those moments because we watched all of those guys come up together. I know you lead in the pack on the Golden State hate, but like it's something we all watched. It's our era. So how do you feel about if Klay wasn't to get the number that he wanted? I don't know how much of a pay cut Klay willing to take, to be honest. And I know his services would be in dire need if he was to say, I'm gonna go test free agency because he's one of the best shooters we ever seen. So how you feel about Klay could potentially be switching teams?
If he don't get the number he wants and he decides to leave, it got to be a team that makes sense. Like, I don't want to see Klay leave and go to the Charlotte Hornets. You feel me?
Just for the bag.
For the bag. I don't want to see Klay as a Detroit Piston or something crazy. You feel me? Like, now, if he goes somewhere that makes sense, like the Mavs, you feel me? If he end up in L.A., if he end up as a Buck, a Spur, even a Spur, I know it sounds crazy, but I think they got some cooking over there. You feel me? I think they got some cooking over there. But if it don't make sense, then you just... I hate to talk about people's money because it's a weird subject, but how much money do these niggas want? Like, they done made the money. Like,
they coming off 5 years, 190, I believe. But the thing is, like, I don't know how you justify paying Klay Thompson max money again. Because a lot of these, because you got to think, like, he's spending like the past few seasons, he's coming back. A lot of these contracts, they're like, what you've done for me. This, thank you, 4 championships. Here you go. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is the reward. I don't know how you justify paying him going forward, though, respectfully.
I don't see it. I'm not gonna lie. I think he should take a pay cut in order to stay. But I also think they got something up their sleeve too. I don't think they stay paid. I could see Embiid somehow making it to Golden State. Like, I could see that. So I don't know, man.
Well, that was Sideline Story, episode 3. Appreciate my co-host Kash for pulling up on me tonight, man. Just something quick for the folks, man. Just to get something out this week.
Yeah, we gonna wrap this up, but I'm ready for you to talk about them Mavs. I mean, they looking good, man. They actually looking better than the Grizzlies.
Went to the game last night. One thing I was looking for when Luka have a bad shooting night, I believe he was 5 for 16 from the field. Tim Hardaway, Grant Williams, and Derek Lively, guys like that. Derek Jones Jr. That was the fit that kind of like threw me off in the starting lineup because I didn't really see it, but it's a long season, like we all say. Sometimes you got to take your time, get acclimated to the offense. what you want to see in an athletic defender, you want to see him stretch out and hit the corner three. You want to see him make good plays on offense. He had a crazy play where I forgot who was shooting the ball, and he got like a poster putback dunk. Just good for your ego, good for the team morale, you know. So I feel like he's stepping into his role. Grant Williams, I love the Grant Williams fit. It's a lot of catch and shoot. Tim Hardaway has all the confidence because I feel like he's the second best offensive creator on the team as far as taking the ball off the dribble pull-ups, catch and shoot, creating off pick and roll. And Derek Lively, bro.
You mean like as far as role players go?
Yeah.
Because you know you got Kyrie on the team.
Well, I'm saying in terms of last night. You know what I'm saying? Like from what I was saying last night.
Because he's not the second best creator.
Oh, I'm saying last night. Kyrie, that's still Uncle Drew. He the second best. Tim Hardaway is the third best. But I'm saying in terms of what was on the floor last night in the Chicago.
Okay, respectfully. All right.
Yeah, for sure. I'm ready to see Kyrie get back on the floor, man. I know we played the Nuggets Friday.
He didn't play. He didn't play yesterday.
Nah.
Why?
Toe.
Oh. You think he happy?
I think so. I don't see why he wouldn't be.
I'm just asking.
Because I'm looking at it like we're a team that's kind of like people cover us, but we kind of more under the radar. Like mainstream sports media, it's all about your team. It's all about like the Celtics, the Bucks, the Clippers. You know, the Mavericks is like middle of the pack as far as media. This is a big market in Dallas, but I feel like mainstream, they don't really cover us too much like that. But I want to touch on Derek Lively because in my post I made off the San Antonio game, I feel like from an offensive standpoint, the options that we have when he's on the floor, I feel like his IQ may be underrated. I feel like when he's on the floor, Maxi Kleber off the pick and roll with Luka, it's a pick and pop. Where they're lively, it's a pick and roll where Luka could roll with him. You could set the alley-oop, you could fake it for a floater, you could give it to him. If the play is not there for him, he'll make the great play as far as like a pass. I feel like it's more options offensively with Derek Lively. He had a crazy play where I think it was Grant Williams shot it, missed the three. Derek Lively, he made a hustle play, kicked it out to Tim Hardaway. Tim Hardaway shot the three and got fouled for the and one. It's just simple plays like that. It's all the hustle, it's all effort. And when Derek Lively gets in the game, Luka makes it a point to spam pick and roll, try to get him off the alley-oop. I feel like that's in the scouting report now, so it may not be there as much as it was in the San Antonio game, but I feel like this is a dope team, man. We definitely got some woes on defense. I think Chicago had 54 points in the paint. We got some stuff we got to work on, but early reaction 4-0, I'm pleased. Playing Denver tomorrow is going to be kind of shaky, but I'm here for it, though. I'm rooting for my niggas, man.
I got Denver by 50, but y'all be safe, though.
Sideline story, man. Appreciate it. We out.
All right.